Hey guys, it's Mark from House of Light. A quick little announcement before the podcast starts. We have a giveaway, and the giveaway is if you are going to be the third comment on this YouTube video, you win a free class. You can give that class away to anyone else. They can take the class for themselves. You can use it for yourself. It's your class. If you win the class, you choose how to use it. So, if you're the number 3 comment on the YouTube video, and watch the YouTube video, watch the podcast, bring it to the studio, screenshot picture that you were the comment, and you get a free class. You win a free class out of it. So enjoy the YouTube video. We have a guest speaker, Haley Rivera. She's currently in our teacher's training. She goes over why she practices yoga, about her journey, why she thinks yoga is great for younger individuals, for college students, and how it takes away her stresses and things like that. So enjoy the YouTube video. Make sure you're that third comment so you win that free class. And I'll see you at the studio. Bye.
You fight with me, next day I'm forgiven, right?
Yeah.
That's how it goes?
Barely.
Yeah. Okay. If you do anything out of sheer compassion, you will never be wrong. And that is true, you know. I had a compassion to open passion and dream to open a yoga studio in this town, and it happened. And it's been going on almost for 9 years. In January, it's going to be 9 years. Wow. And how about you, Haley? What is your saying?
Mine says, "What belongs to you shall come to you." Yeah, I just think when you're aligning with your path, it's the universe gives you signs.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And when you think that we are made of energy, and we attract the energy that we vibrate at the moment, it just sticks to you. And I know there's things that you can wish for, it will never happen, like both people, or my husband and your father can wish for hair and never have hair. But be realistic, okay? Just be realistic. So let's have a sip, and Mark will probably ask.
Here's the tea that we're drinking. It's sweet tangerine, positive energy. Elevate mood and energy level. Put that right there.
And I'm heavily meditated. Okay, I want to as well announce another little contest again. If you guys post about
who won the last contest?
Miss Sylvia Cummings. Yes. She is a student here.
She was our ninth comment on the live stream last time.
So what comment are we doing today?
Today?
14th? 14th comment on our
14th comment, yeah?
Yeah, 14th comment on our stream wins a tank top.
You can see it, right?
No, I don't think you can.
No, you can't.
Oh, you have it so high, that's why. There's no way I will need a ladder for that. Okay, so this is
I don't want to put it in Haley's face, but there it is right there. It's our House of Light tank top. We also have male House of Light tank tops. So
no, t-shirts. I think what we have is t-shirts left.
Oh,
and we are getting announcement. I'm actually talking to our printing company, T-Rex, Mr. Jimmy and Caesar. We are adding hoodies.
Oh,
maybe
really?
crop tops, yeah.
Hoodies would be nice.
Hoodies would be nice.
Especially
I don't think
now.
we're gonna do anything thick, because like very warm, because thick material, I don't know. It's just
Like the active one would be nice.
We'll see.
We'll see.
He's gonna get back to me today, so we'll definitely have some hoodies, and maybe there'll be a hoodie to win. You never know. So I'm gonna shut up.
Any other announcements that you have or no?
I will do announcements at the end of
more
our stream. I will talk about the workshops that we will have offered. We will offer in the month of November. But I will let you have a chat with your friend.
With Haley. So we have Haley this morning. So Haley, how long have you been coming to our studio for now?
It's only been about 10 months, I think. I started in December of last year.
It's only been 10 months. Wow. And when did you start practicing? When did you start with the teacher's training?
When was that? July?
July.
Yes, July.
So very quickly.
So right away.
Yeah. It kind of just like came my way, and I was like, I can't give up this opportunity. And everyone in my family was like, just do it. And then my mom was like, just do it. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. And I haven't
So you picked up the opportunity and you ran with it.
Yeah.
How and when, or how did you find out about yoga? What made you want to begin practice?
Well, first, I've always had like a spiritual connection, kind of, just in my life in general. And a friend of mine had started doing yoga, and I just kind of watched her journey on Instagram. And then I came upon a yoga class at USF, where I go to school at. And the class ended up getting canceled, so I didn't even end up getting to go. But people around me just kind of talked about it a little bit. And I was kind of searching for something at the time because I was a cheerleader for 10 years, and transitioning to college, I really had nothing to kind of like
Stay physical.
Yeah, like stay physically active and put my time towards. So I started just doing yoga at home, like on YouTube or whatever. I would watch some videos and do it at home. And then I moved to the Hudson area, and I started looking for studios because I kind of made it like a New Year's resolution to find a studio and like get a membership and start going consistently. And then I found House of Light, this was like the closest one, which was like 25 minutes away from my house.
Somebody says that they cannot hear us. Is this? Can you guys hear us? Can somebody say anything?
I can hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said that she cannot hear us.
Am I speaking too low?
No. Text or type in, maybe see if they muted the video, because it's possible. Sometimes when you open Facebook Live, it mutes the video automatically.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Where was I?
10 years, Hudson. You moved to Hudson, you found House of Light.
Yes, okay. And
Instead
then
of going to the gym.
Yeah, I started coming here, and like the first day when I walked in, I was like, okay, this is it. Like I just felt the energy here, and I was like, I found my calling. And then I just bought like the 1 year thing, and now I
Unlimited.
yeah,
1 year
unlimited
unlimited.
thing, yeah.
And Natalia said it's very low. She cannot.
Very low?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Let Mark fix us, and then we'll continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'll
We have a
just drink my
technical.
tea.
Just drink your tea. Yeah. Flush your throat for further questions. I know this is a cute.
Mine says Namaste.
I love those teacups. I don't know, whatever. They can be coffee cups. Okay. Natalia, can you hear us well?
Okay, I think it's
Okay, I think they can hear us now. So yeah, no. We apologize for technical difficulties.
Okay.
Okay, Mark, please continue. Turn it down.
I think that we're done with that question.
With that question, yeah, I think you answered it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in your physical and spiritual body, do you find any changes? Do you improvements, non-improvements?
I think physically, not really. I feel more like I have more energy, but that's really it. I don't really practice like hardcore like every day to really make my body toned or anything. So
I don't think you have issues in that department.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't technically like come for that. I don't think. I came to just kind of stay active and feel my body like getting more energy and stuff like that. So I like to come to later classes, and sometimes I'll come to like a power. And when I get home, it's like I eat and go to bed. So like it kind of gets my energy out while I'm here, and then I go home and.
How many classes a week do you usually practice here?
Sometimes 2, sometimes 4, like in between that.
It depends on your schedule.
Yeah.
So how's the teacher's training going for you? Learning a lot?
Yeah, I actually feel like it's helped with my practice, and it's also helped with like my everyday life. I find myself like just sitting in my car, and if like I have like a scatterbrain, I'll like remind myself like just come to the moment and just let it all go and forget about it. Just breathe. It's not that important. Like just move on. So it's really helped me like calm my mind a lot, just from learning everything at the teacher's training.
So it's helping with your daily life as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're on the right track then.
Yes.
Yeah, so far. I think we're doing pretty well with our teacher's training.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us You're still in it, right? And I'm still, I've taken my teacher's training, I remember.
In 2016.
2016, it's been a while.
But I think you were much too young to take the training. I think it's really sinking into you right now, like with the understanding. I found out that, he probably, and he can. That's the thing, you know, if you took it, you can take it all over again and don't pay for it. Nothing. We are actually thinking about adding 300 hours when I return from India. So it's probably going to be the training that will be offered here will be much different. It's going to be a much different structure than our 200-hour training.
So it's going to be we're going to have a 200-hour training and a
300, yeah. So it's total 500 hours, and it will be in modules that you will be completing within a period of 3 years. And with each module, you'll gain a certificate, like prenatal yoga or sab yoga, the paddleboard yoga, aerial yoga. So we're going to divide this into modules, which each module will cost a certain amount of hours, and will give you a little certification for this or this and this. Because we know that we live in this country where certificates are very important.
Yeah, everything's on paper. Even though you can get a degree online by just printing out the paper now. But
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
That sounds interesting.
Yes. Yeah, we definitely will do that. I think we've matured enough. Plus, Maya is already grown enough, so for me to travel, and she's not a baby. The reason I didn't have the 300-hour training, I just didn't have time. Being a semi-single mom with a husband on the road, I just didn't have time and energy to put another 300-hour training into our studio. But I think we've matured enough. Now Mark is a huge help as well. So, and I know there's a few teachers that are interested in teaching and participating in the training. So I will have help and support, and definitely we'll be adding that course. It's needed, and especially if you want to. It's not for everybody, because many people take 200 hours and they think that that's it. They don't need to take any more trainings.
There's a lot
I
more.
I believe that the 200-hour training is just a gateway to really what's yoga is all about. You really like just licking the surface, because we really, in our training, we just talk briefly about the principles of 8 limbs of yoga, versus in a 300-hour training we'll go much in a deeper, much into a depth of each limb. And as well, you can gain some certifications. And so we are gathering all that with faith, and I think we will be opening it probably spring of 2020. That's my goal to do so.
How many hours of training do you have now?
Right now, me?
Yeah.
Oh, stop. It's not about the hours, and I still, you know, even after 20 years, nearly 21 years practicing and training for the last, my schooling in yoga started about 10 years ago, but I started practicing about 20 years ago. But for me, for many years, I was interested in teacher's training, but back then, in 90s, teacher's trainings were so expensive that they were not able to afford. It was like in thousands, not a couple of thousands, but few thousands of dollars. And I just couldn't. I was a young mom. You know, my priorities were a little different. I think you were my major priority. That's why I never got into the training until I moved to this town.
But that's one thing I wanted to point out, even though after so many years and so many hours of training, you're still a student. You're not calling yourself.
Absolutely.
You're always educating yourself.
I'm actually going backwards right now, because going to India, I'm going to take 200-hour training. Yoga Alliance certified training, but it's 200 hours that I took like 10 years ago. So that is interesting. But
yeah, but it's a different teacher, right?
It's a real teacher. It's a teacher that lives yoga. He's in his 80s, and he lives and breathes yoga, and it's him and his wife and his children. Children are my age children, or a little younger. They're in their 40s. I'm very fortunate to be able to go, because it was always my dream to go. But obviously, going into foreign country, thousands miles away from home, from family, it's not an easy thing. But I'm doing it. Almost everything is paid for, and January 2nd, adios.
For a month. And then we do the podcast. I do the podcast without Kasia.
Maybe Haley will join you, and you guys gonna be doing it together.
It's possible. Everything's a possibility.
It is.
Everything in your hands, people, because you are the future of this, and whatever you learn and pass it over, that's what's going to be. We are getting older, so we probably reaching more towards the generation of us, the baby boomers, and a little younger. I'm in my 40s, but it's in your hands.
Speaking of future, I wanted to ask Haley, why do you think that the younger generation should practice yoga? Why do you think they should come and practice?
Benefit.
And what benefits they would get from practicing yoga?
So I feel like when people first think of yoga, they think of the asana, like the movement part of it, but it's so much more than that. It's about like the mind, body, and spirit just connecting together, and you feel that when you come into the studio, and you feel that when you're in a yoga class here. And I think it's important for anybody of any generation, or especially for younger people, just because they can grow so much more when they have this practice. It just helps you with your spiritual life, it helps you with your physical life, it helps you in relationships, like just everything across all things of life. It just helps with all of that. And I think this is just it's an easier way to cope with life and get through life. And you kind of just find answers through the movement and through talking to people in the studio, because everyone has like an open mind, and they're open with just talking about any issues that you have, and it's just a little community that feels like home, really. So I think it's important for everybody of every life path to kind of experience this.
To practice yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, practicing yoga is, for the younger generation, yoga is definitely needed, especially with, like yourself going to college, studying for nursing, right?
Behavioral
Or
healthcare, actually.
for
I
behavioral
was
healthcare.
nursing, yes.
And then, so everyone in going to college or universities needs yoga, because it helps them cope with all the studying and stress, tests, especially with tests,
Yes.
essays, anything like that. It's also a good physical practice, so if you're not having time to go to the gym, you're always able to go practice a class. And it just helps with the daily life of